Chief Meteorologist Rebecca Kopelman here, and I have an update on today's storm system that has been leading to lots of different types of weather around the area. And we have thunderstorms that have already been coming through. We have had hail covering the streets. We have had already just storms coming through, also a one severe thunderstorm warning happening right now, even in the area. And so we're going to be keeping a close eye on things as the day goes on, because it's not quite done yet, as we have still the potential for some additional thunderstorms, as well as the potential for just some snow to cause problems here. And actually, this storm that they just put a warning out for down in Washington County, just kind of exiting Washington County, and does have a tornado possible tag on it. This was one of the concerns with the day today, that there would be the possibility of the storms being able to rotate and then produce a tornado, and kind of a just basically narrow time frame today here as this low pressure system comes through. And so we're going to keep an eye on that, but we do have quite a bit to go through here with the possibility of some additional storms developing down to the south here, and still low pressure system back off to the west. And this is just applying spin in the atmosphere. You can just see everything rotating. So that's what's going to lead to the possibility there for some of these, strong storms in the area. I do want to show first what has been going on, and this is a look at just from this morning, and this is from our road warrior here, where we had hail literally covering the streets in portions of eastern Iowa and around the Cedar Rapids metro area. And this is hail covering the ground, not snow. Hail that was falling with thunderstorms at around 5:30, 6 o'clock this morning. And then this is a look at what's happening in the northwestern portion of the state, where blizzard conditions have been going on. That was a look at Nebraska, but similar conditions have been happening in portions of Iowa. And then we have the hail just coming down in buckets here around the Cedar Rapids area, and you can see just how much hail is just covering the ground, and everybody's seeing it. And then the other issue that was going on is that we've had dust coming up from the plains that has been coming down with the rain, and we have basically dirt showing up on your car. So you may be noticing that, but that is what's leading to the dirt outside and the dust. And we have the possibility of seeing, of course, some more thunderstorms here. We're going to keep an eye on this one that's been moving through. If you have any questions, I will happily answer them, but going to kind of run through everything with this before our noon show. And meteorologist Grayson Freud will have an update for you coming up on CBS 2 here at noon. But we have this very large system that has been producing quite a bit of snow. There's been thunder snow ongoing, and then we've had a number of severe thunderstorms as well. And so this severe storm here down by Washington County does have a potential for some 60-mile-per-hour winds, as well as some hail. We've been seeing a lot of hail happening, and it has been on the smaller side. However, it has also been coating the ground, so that's just in the far south and east, and it does have this tornado possible tag on it. And there's a bit of rotation that is showing up just by Olds and Crawfordsville, which is just south of Highway 2, or just along Highway 218, just south of Washington. And so that's what the Weather Service, I'm guessing, is monitoring there. So we'll be keeping an eye on that. But certainly quite a bit of just thunderstorm activity with the line that's been coming through. And we'll just be keeping an eye on how that evolves, with the possibility of some additional storms here still as we head through the next few hours, especially off to the south and west of this area. And it'll depend a lot on kind of how much sunshine we get in the break here behind this batch of storms, and how much ends up developing back down to the south and west here, if anything, in Missouri, as it lifts up to the north and east, if any additional storms come through. The Storm Prediction Center is still maintaining a 1 out of 5 risk, and there's a highlighted area down to the south and east where we do have the higher chances for some of those stronger storms with stronger winds and that tornado threat. Hail has been happening kind of area wide, especially with the colder air that's in place. We're going to watch kind of this time frame from now up until 3 or 4 o'clock for the storms. And on top of all of that, of course, we have winter weather advisories, there are blizzard warnings, there's high wind warnings, there's wind advisories, there's all this stuff going on with the rest of this storm system across the area. So as we go through the rest of the day here, we're going to watch these thunderstorms down to the south, and they, if additional ones do form, they come on up. I would imagine south of Highway 30 would be the location we'd be watching, where a warm front's going to be, along with this low pressure system leading to the spin, leading to some of those stronger storms that'll be possible. And then we'll see that rain transitioning to snow. Could be even heavy at times, close to 4 or 5 o'clock as it approaches Highway 30 in the Cedar Rapids area and continues down to the south. There could be some accumulation if the snow is heavy enough, but it also may just be kind of a nuisance in terms of lowered visibility and causing a few slick spots out on the streets. We'll continue to have the snow falling up until about midnight or so, and then we'll start to get out of the snow, the clouds will clear, and the winds will gradually back off through the night. But the combination of the snowfall and the very strong winds is what leads to the issue here, because as the snow moves in, and this is happening from northwest to southeast across the area, winds are picking up. So this is the forecast for Cedar Rapids with the winds, and as that snow's moving in, those winds are picking up to around 50, almost 60 miles per hour, and so that's going to lead to low visibility, even if the snow doesn't accumulate on the ground. And that's going to be difficult around that evening drive. There is the possibility that we could have some accumulation. I've kind of just maintained this forecast where it might accumulate, might not. There could be up to 2 inches in some spots if some of that heavier snow does fall. We've seen it already with the hail, and we are a bit colder today than we were previously anticipating. But up in the northwest is where we have a higher chance of some more snow and at least the accumulation. And so bottom line is, we're going to have the snow happening in the northwestern parts of the area. We have some storms down to the south and east, and we're going to see the transition to snow, those strong winds, and some low visibility as we head into that evening drive. And we'll start to see that snow wind down from northwest to southeast as we head into the rest of the afternoon here. So or the rest of the evening and the night, rather. So we'll keep an eye on how things evolve, especially with that severe threat, and that window is going to be kind of narrow and brief. Let's see if the Weather Service says anything about this. They say that the warning is mainly for 60-mile-per-hour winds, so starting to see some of those stronger winds with these storms, and there is a bit of instability down here, so that does not surprise me, but there's a little bit of just rotation that is also present, very minor, but something that they're monitoring for now, that we'll be keeping an eye on. That storm's basically getting just out of our area and out of southeastern Washington County. And then we'll be watching if there's any other additional development back to the south and west. So we'll be keeping an eye on that for you, and we'll let you know. You can always catch the latest with the news coming up here shortly, and we will have updates through the day with our website, and we'll chat more coming up here at noon on CBS2. And of course, if anything else happens, download the iWays News Now WX app, and you can always get the latest that way. Hope everyone has a great and a safe day here, and we'll certainly be keeping an eye on things as this continues to move through, and we have